A 29-year-old Bay Area software engineer is urgently looking for a blood donor that can save his life. Warren Shen was diagnosed with an aggressive form of blood cancer just a few months ago. And as Suji Nam reports, doctors say he needs a specific type of donor to register.
The Zofran also actually was much better in terms of not making me drowsy.
29-year-old Warren Shen never thought he'd be having a conversation like this.
I had to wake up like 3 or 4 times.
A few months ago, he went in for a routine blood test when he was told something doesn't look right. And this is his reality now.
I've been diagnosed with a cancer called acute myeloid leukemia. It's a blood cancer that can affect anyone at any age. It's relatively rare, but it's not like super rare.
Warren has been undergoing chemotherapy for the past 3 months.
Each time I go into the hospital, the chemo is going through these catheters, so they kind of plug in the IV tubes here.
His doctor said with a high-risk cancer, there is only one option possible for his treatment.
The doctors are ultimately recommending that the only cure for me is going to be a stem cell transplant.
As he was looking for donors, Warren's brother tested to see if he'd be a match, but unfortunately he wasn't. So now,
my name is Warren. I'm 29 years old.
He is reaching out to the world on social media to find a donor.
High-risk leukemia, a rare kind of blood cancer.
With 3 million views, his video, along with an urgent message from his mother,
I'm pleading as a mother to save my son,
gained traction.
If I don't find a stem cell donor to help me do a stem cell transplant, the doctors have told me that most likely the cancer will kill me.
But in order to find the right donor, Warren said there are complicated variables of the blood that make it harder to find a match, including
ancestry matters a lot when it comes to finding a donor. So for me, my Asian ancestry, it would be much more likely to find a donor among an Asian donor.
And so the urgent search continues.
Really helps to have someone from your same ethnic background be on that registry to be able to find the person who would match Warren, because people of the same ethnic background share the same inherited tissue types that make for a better match.
Dr. Gina Laporte is with the National Marrow Donor Program, who has been helping Warren with his search. She said Asian donors make up 9% of their entire donor registry and is hoping more people can jump in to help.
Involves just a simple buccal swab. They take a Q-tip, we collect their DNA from inside their cheek, and it gets sent to a lab, and that patient is on the registry. It's awareness of how safe and not difficult it is to donate stem cells.
Warren hopes for good news soon. As a Berkeley graduate and software engineer,
Most recently, my brother and I have been working on some Roblox games as our own business.
Warren says there is so much in life that he has yet to discover. And he adds that since he shared his story online, more than 8,000 more Asian donors enter the National Registry.
If I have a match, I would be forever grateful to this person. They literally would be, saving my life, giving me a second chance at life.
He's optimistic he'll get a call soon that they found a match. And Warren hopes that through his story, more people can donate to help save someone else's life.
Well, if you want to help or see if you could be a match for Warren, you again have to be of Asian descent and be between 18 and 35 years old.